Welcome to AP Television. In this video, we are diving into Unit 2.1, the circular flow in GDP, a critical concept for the AP Macroeconomics exam, accounting for 12 to 17% of your exam weight. Get ready to learn how economies function and how gross domestic product, GDP, serves as a key measure of economic health. Let's start with the basics. What is GDP? GDP, or gross domestic product, represents the total monetary value of all final goods and services produced within a country in a given period. It's an essential metric that tells us how an economy is performing. Now, how do we measure GDP? One effective way is through the circular flow model, a simplified diagram that shows the flow of goods, services, and money between households, businesses, the government, and the rest of the world. In this model, households provide factors of production to businesses like labor and capital and receive wages, rent, and profits in return. Businesses then use these resources to produce goods and services that households purchase. This continuous flow of income and expenditure is central to how we measure GDP. There are three main approaches to measuring GDP. 1. The expenditure approach. This method sums up all the spending on final goods and services. The formula is GDP equals C plus I plus G plus M, where C is consumption, I is investment, G is government spending, X is exports, and M is imports. Number 2, the income approach. This approach focuses on the total income earned by households and businesses, including wages, rent, interest, and profits. 3, the value-added approach. This method looks at the value added at each stage of production, ensuring we only count the final value of goods and services to avoid double counting. An important concept to keep in mind is the difference between nominal GDP and real GDP. Nominal GDP is measured in current prices without adjusting for inflation. This can sometimes give a distorted view of growth if prices are rising. On the other hand, real GDP is adjusted for inflation, giving us a clearer picture of actual economic growth over time. Now, let's explore the components of GDP in a bit more detail. Consumption, or household spending, is often the largest part of GDP. Investment includes business spending on capital goods and inventories. Government spending refers to what the government uses to purchase goods and services. And finally, net exports are the difference between what a country exports and what it imports. But GDP doesn't tell the whole story of an economy. There are limitations to using GDP as a measure of economic health. It doesn't account for the distribution of income, environmental impacts, or non-market activities like household work or volunteer services. This is why economists sometimes look at alternative indicators like the Human Development Index, HDI, or Genuine Progress Indicator, GPI. Let's take a real-world example to see how the circular flow and GDP play out. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the circular flow of income and goods was significantly disrupted. Businesses shut down, reducing income for households, which led to a drop in consumption and investment. This caused GDP to shrink. Governments tried to offset this by injecting money into the economy through stimulus packages and unemployment benefits. This highlights the critical role of injections and leakages in the circular flow of an economy. Injections, like government spending and investment, add money to the economy, while leakages, like savings and taxes, remove money from circulation. In conclusion, understanding the circular flow in GDP is vital for analyzing economic performance. It gives us a snapshot of how money flows through different parts of the economy and how we can measure the overall health of a nation's economy. Make sure to review these concepts, as they are crucial for the AP Macroeconomics exam. Thanks for watching this video on Unit 2.1, the circular flow and GDP. Be sure to subscribe to AP Television and stay tuned for the next video in our AP Macroeconomics series. Good luck with your studies.